That microphone almost tipped over, but it did not. It stayed like it was supposed to. This week is Christmas. In like 3 days. 3 days it will be Christmas. I had a very interesting week. I got to go. I had a very busy week. There are things in that corner that I never noticed before. And I think it's a bunch of ladybugs. Our house is kind of covered in ladybugs right now. And this is definitely off topic, but it's been a lot. Like a shockingly like abnormal amount of ladybugs all over this house. And so I think that's a corner just literally filled with ladybugs. In fact, I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it. See if I can show you guys. I'm pretty sure this is just like a whole bunch of ladybugs, guys. Like you can't. Like I think that's like 20 ladybugs up in that corner. I mean, y'all can see this, like a significant amount. If you imagine those are just like little. Why are they in that corner? And why are there so many? And why am I just now noticing it? Anyway, I went to Dallas this week because I had an opportunity to work with a new magic show. The magician I work for reached out to me and was like, "Hey, my buddy's doing a show in downtown Dallas, and he needs a guy to help do it." And so I said yes, even though I was working like 18 hours at my second job, which my second job is very, very flexible about letting me go and do my magic shows. But this one was last minute, and so I couldn't get it was going to be 3 days. I couldn't get the full 3 days, so I could only work 2 days. And it was in between my shifts, so I was exhausted as I drove back from Dallas to go right into another shift at my second job. And but it was a really, really good week. Like my soul felt refreshed. Production for me, even though it's chaotic, like both nights had some curveballs, and even though the chaos is there, I feel alive. And that's one of the most valued things that I really pay attention to, because I've worked in production for over 13 years. That's a long time to work in a field. And so like I feel like I've seen everything as far as like what can go wrong during a live show. Maybe not everything, but I've seen a lot. Enough that when things do go wrong, I don't freak out. In fact, I can stay pretty calm in the most chaotic moments. But I really enjoyed working on this magic show, and really enjoyed getting to know a whole bunch of people that I've never met before, and making new friends, making new connections, and building new friendships. And I genuinely enjoyed these people that I was around this week, and they brought fresh perspectives. They brought fresh energies, and I had a blast. And then I was downtown Dallas, which usually I have a lot of stress and a lot of worry about being downtown Dallas, and being around, navigating, like driving through. But this time I was pretty relaxed. Like I figured out where I needed to go, like where I could park, both days, and it was very easy. Um, and I just something about moving away from Dallas has awoken this appreciation for Dallas when I am there, and giving me like a perspective to do things that I've always wanted to do when I lived there, but never took advantage of while I lived there. I had this belief that I couldn't really do anything unless it was with someone else. I got my value from other people, and I got my value from what they thought of me, and who I thought they wanted me to be. And so I would never go and do things by my own. Like I had a few things that I would go and do, but like not I wouldn't try new restaurants. I wouldn't try new events or new activities by myself. And now when I go to Dallas, I'm like, if friends want to come along, great, like let's do it. If not, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna do this thing. A couple of weeks ago I got to see Justin Timberlake, and I remember when I was buying the ticket, I was like, I'll just buy two, uh, thinking that I could easily give away a ticket to Justin Timberlake and find someone to go with me. And it proved to be one of the hardest things to do. But my sister ended up going with me, and we had a blast. But it's just like, now I have no problem just buying one ticket. Like now I have no problem just going on my own. Um, and still experiencing these great things in life and not needing someone to experience them with me. I think I believed that I wasn't truly going to experience anything if I was experiencing it alone. And that's such a lie that held me back from so many things. I bought a ticket to Bonnaroo this year. I'm going to go to Bonnaroo completely by myself, guys. Like, that's a film, or no, not a film festival. It's a music festival out in Manchester, Tennessee. And I've been twice in my life. This will be my third time going, but my first time going completely on my own. And I'm really looking forward to it, actually. And like, I feel a freedom and a release to be able to step into these things and say, life is what I make it, and no one else is going to make my life for me. So I'm going to step into these experiences. If I find someone along the way that is in the same mindset, in the same direction of life that I feel like I'm going in, great. Let's do things together. But I'm no longer needing someone there. And I chalk that up to therapy. I chalk that up to my leadership coaching that I went through this last year, that I did by myself. Like each day, I mean, it was a cohort. But those people, day one, I only knew one person going into it, and she was a life coach, and so like I was very much doing it by myself, but it showed me that I was capable of doing things by myself, and I could still get nutrients out of it, and I could still get experiences out of it, and more importantly, I could get new friendships out of it. I have some dear friends in my cohort that will always be dear friends to me because of our experiences together and how much I just really enjoyed getting to know them. And so I surprised myself with being able to just do things by myself. And it's honestly, I don't know what I was so afraid of. I think there was an element of being afraid of what people thought. But I've never sat in a restaurant and saw someone eating alone and thought less of them. And now that I have done that, it's not It's not a weird thing. I mean, I get on my phone and I can uh, do a lot of work and do a lot of things that I'm wanting to do. Like I make a lot of graphics and stuff when I go and eat by myself. Or I here's my cheat code. I get on Chat GPT and I try to figure out new video ideas, and I try to come up with new concepts and new topics to talk about, and I use ChatGPT to help me do a lot of research around the topics that I want to discuss and that I want to bring to you guys. And so I can do that while I sit at a table and eat, and that's cultivating an atmosphere and an opportunity to meet people I've never met before. Um I'm very much a introvert, so I do enjoy like regenerating my energy at home and being alone, but I'm not fully introverted in the sense of like I really do love meeting new people, and I really do getting to love getting to know people that I don't know, and spending time with those people. And so there is an extrovert level to me. Um and so I don't know. I don't know. It's something that I'm just now starting to do for myself because I'm just now learning how to love myself. And we've talked about this in a previous episode of what that looks like. And so I'm discovering more and more of the things that I want to do. Walking around downtown Dallas and filming content, I put a lot of TikTok videos out when I was downtown Dallas. And it was like I was inspired around every single corner. Also, if you guys hear like footsteps and people talking, we have a house full for Christmas. My sister and her kids and her husband are here, and my parents are here, and like we're just, doing the holiday stuff. So I'm not, again, I won't edit anything out at this point. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to barge in and interrupt. But if they do, it's okay because 'tis the season, right? But yeah, when I was downtown Dallas, I was just like inspired all the time and doing videos and coming up with new things to say, even just short ones and even funny ones and even just off-topic stuff. And so like I don't want Emotionally Yours to be just so serious all the time. Like I do want to have fun with this. I do want to have the opportunity to show you guys like my playful side, my quirky side, like um my not normals, and because I value the not normals of everything else, of everyone else, and I think that those are the things that really showcase who we are on a personal level. Is how we're different, and I don't think that we should be afraid of being different. In fact, I think the things that make us different in some ways or another are the things that make us valuable. I like that we're not all the same. I like that we have different perspectives and different values and different beliefs and different lifestyles and different ideas. And I think that when you're not afraid to to do life with people who are different than you, it really broadens your interactions, and it really broadens your experience of life. And it shows like I was talking to a friend at coffee one morning while I was in Dallas, and we were talking about the what were we talking, like how do we talk about this? I want to word this right. We're talking about traveling, and we're talking about experiencing other people. And I genuinely believe that, oh no, this is what I wanted to talk about. I lost my train of track for a little bit. Um Talked about the dynamic of growing up believing that everyone had everything figured out. And like I felt like I was behind in life because I felt like I didn't have everything figured out. And I'm like, all these other people, all these adults have their lives figured out. And I don't even know what I want to do with my life. I don't even know who I want to be. And so I felt behind, and I felt pressure, and I felt a lot of like I was running out of time. And then as I got older, I realized nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody has it all figured out. And that's part of life. And so once I caught that, I felt a lot more peace. I didn't feel like I was running out of time. I didn't feel like I was behind. I felt like, okay, cool. We're all trying to navigate life and figure things out together. So then, can we do that together? Can we not lean into a idea of divisiveness? Like, I really do strive for unity. I do strive to connect with people who I don't even agree with on like our beliefs or anything like that. And it's like, but I can hold the tension of it, and I could still love them, and I could still get nutrients out of our relationship. And I'm planning on doing a video probably after I'm done recording this episode, um, where I talk about the the idea of your friendships and your relationships. If you have a mindset of that being relational or transactional, and I think a lot of us have this transaction mindset of my friendship with you, my relationship with you is solely based on what I can get out of it. And it's like, rather than just striving for connection, rather than just striving to relationally connect with you, I'm trying to get things out of it or like prove I'm right in some way. And I just don't want to do life that way. It's not something that excites me. It's not something that I'm not passionate about that. I'm passionate about people as they are. Authentic experiences, authentic connections, and no masks. Because if you can sit there and tell me exactly who you are, I can respect that. I can honor that. And like, I'm very much aware now that we're in the middle of our stories. And so we have no idea what's coming down the road for us. You have no idea what's coming down the road for you. And I think that's why I like looking for the positive and hard seasons of life. And I like looking beyond the pain to see what goodness is coming out of it. Um, and sometimes it's not a lot of goodness, but there's still something. There's still a hint of goodness in every painful season I've walked through. I can see it. Like, you might call it the silver lining, um, but it's there, and it might be really thin, but it's never not there. At least as far as I've experienced life, it's always had some level of a thin line of goodness in every hurtful season. And so I choose to focus on that stuff. One, I'm very susceptible to negativity, and if I'm around a lot of negativity, it marinates my brain, and I have a hard time seeing any positive. And so I'm real sensitive, and I'm real aware of the people I'm around now. If it's a negative mindset that they're carrying, and I can't be around it too much. I can't be around it for too long. And I will remove myself from those situations because I know that I need the positivity. I know that I need to cultivate my positive mind. And I need to do the work for that. And so it's something I'm very sensitive about. Um, because I want to live a life where I'm known for always looking to the positive, for not dwelling in the negative too much. That's what I want people to be able to say at the end of my life, is how positive I was. And not to like my detriment, or like not in a fake way either. That's like, I am real adamant about, unless I have something to smile about, I'm not going to smile. So that when I do smile, it's genuinely authentic, and there's a reason why I'm smiling. I'm not going to smile to make other people feel uncomfortable or feel comfortable anymore. That makes me uncomfortable. That was me abandoning me. And I am very, very uh, intentional about not abandoning myself anymore, because I'm still rebuilding trust with myself, and I'm still figuring out what that looks like and how to navigate that. Um, I just I want to build a very healthy relationship with myself. One that I know that I love me, that I trust me, that I got me, and not be dependent on you think about me, what others think about me, how you think I should live my life, how you think I should make my content. This has been a big part of stepping into loving myself, and seeing how to do that by figuring out how I want to make this content. And these are things that I want to talk about because I'm learning it, and it's like a shared space where we can grow and learn together, and I can make mistakes and I can say the wrong thing. And when I find out it's the wrong thing, I can come back and I can say, I'm sorry for saying that. I should have never phrased it that way. That's not what I have learned to see to be true. And so I have the ability to do that here. And if you rock with it, great. If you don't, I'm glad that you got whatever you got out of it. And I'm going to keep going. It's a commitment I have to myself. I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to my own personal development. I can't do life any other way. I've tried it. And it doesn't work. I've tried masking. It doesn't work. I was the most miserable I've ever been in my life when I had multiple masks on and I was switching up around people. This is me. And I kind of start feeling like I like who I am. And I didn't get to say that for a long time. I didn't like me. I didn't love, I sure as hell didn't love me. So like, the fact that I can sit here today and say, I like who I am. I like who I see me becoming. And I'm excited to see what life has in store for me. Because I, for the first time in my life, feel like I deserve goodness, I am worthy of love, and I am capable of making a life worth remembering. As long as it's authentically me. So, till the next time, I am Sam, and I am emotionally yours.